With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Go! 90 Wolf! Go! Smith! Get it!
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Herbert. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Look at me, zipper.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd. Down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go! Hey, orbit!
2nd and 11. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
And got Mike, number 53.
Ready?
On fourth down, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 99 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
218, chop.
And got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rock it. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. I got 2 who draw Porter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And on the ground they go with a running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on the
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darren Waller, 57 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Stenerud on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Come on, set. 8-3.
I got him.
Protein spill.
Check safety, check safety.
Snap.
Now it's Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 24, check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hit it.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 53, light.
61, matchbox, light.
10, under 10, 10.
Hey, Haywood.
And 53, check 53.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Ready.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. The 20. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenny Galladay, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Niners take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Walter Payton, the intended receiver. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Switch. 49, check 49. Yeah. Hey, high 7. Right up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Got it.
I'm going to run you over.
Be good.
To throw on second down. Herbert, give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third down, Herbert. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's going to let it go deep. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert throwing deep for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 67 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kill. Check.
Hard. Shoot.
Now a run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
13 yards there and a Niner first. They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch.